Happy guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Alyne with my kitchen, and we are making breakfast. And what we're having for breakfast is biscuits and bologna gravy. Now, I'm not making homemade biscuits, y'all. I'm using the packaged biscuits. I'm doing the lazy man's way on the biscuits. These are freezer biscuits. They're good. They work for us. And
No more of them what we eat anymore. Ain't no sense in her going through all that to make just a few biscuits.
they just say this is what I'm using. I'm using 3 biscuits. 2 for the piggy and 1 for me. I've got my oven on, preheating. So what I'm going to do is set the biscuit over here out of the way until that goes off. And the reason I'm doing this video is because Saturday night, now this is Monday morning, 24th of March. Saturday night, the 22nd, we did my live stream. And we got to talking about gravy, different types of gravy. Sausage gravy, bologna gravy, hot dog gravy, bacon gravy, pork chop gravy. And I said bologna gravy, and somebody said, bologna gravy? They'd never heard of it. Well, me and Piggy grew up on bologna gravy. I'm sorry, y'all. We poor folk. And bologna was a whole lot cheaper than sausage.
They call that poor man's steak.
Poor man's steak, poor man's gravy too. So I'm going to be making some bologna gravy. And this bologna gravy is going to be made with, it's also going to be water gravy, not milk gravy, but water gravy. Because I can eat water gravy better than I can eat milk gravy.
Water gravy don't have adverse effects on her system.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and get the stove going. And yes, I'm putting quite a bit of oil in there. I think I emptied my bottle.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Don't see nothing in your big bottle either.
No, it's empty over there. I'll have to get another bottle out real quick here in a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to cut up my bologna. And it might be a little bit frozen, but that's okay.
It'll fry up all right.
It'll fry up all right. I set it out this morning before we left out, and it is mostly thawed. And when you make a bologna gravy, you just want to bite-sized bolognas. You can do them about that size or a little bit smaller or larger. I mean, it's up to you, totally.
Depending on how big a bite you got.
Right. Now, I just went ahead and used that whole little pack because that was 6 slices. And I gave Piggy the option this morning. We were going to have either bologna biscuits or we were going to have bologna gravy biscuits. And anybody that knows the Piggy,
You know which one we chose.
you know which one he's going to choose. It's going to be the bologna gravy. So Piggy likes gravy.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got this cooking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cook until it gets, I like to call it a medium charcoal because I like my bologna done and I like it crispy. Like when you're cooking bacon, so you got that little bit of brown to the bologna. So it's going to be cooking for a little bit. And I'll be back when I get ready to take the bologna out and start making the gravy. And that way you'll see what I'm talking about when I say I like it really crispy.
All right.
So you're back. This is my bologna, y'all. This is what I'm saying. I like it a little on the crisp side. So I cook it till it's a nice dark color. Now I've got my bologna grease, or bologna oil, since I'm using oil. And I'm going to put me some flour in here. That's about a third of a cup of flour, y'all. And to that, I'm going to add me a little bit of salt. And I do this to taste. I do it to my, to how I feel. Here comes some black pepper.
Sneeze maker.
Yeah, I like black pepper in my gravy. All right, we're going to turn this around so I can get this going and stir it up. Yeah. I might have to add me a little bit more oil. That's okay. We can make that work. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't have any exact measurements for you, like on water or anything. I looked to see how much I wanted to put in my bowl as I was running water in it, and that's what I put in. That's what I wanted. And you can see my flour roux is a little thick. I'm going to put a touch more oil. Stir that in. And you want to cook this for a good 1 to 2 minutes. Make sure that flour is good and cooked. You don't want no raw flours. So
That just kind of ruins the whole experience, don't it?
it does. And people say, well, how do you know when it's cooked long enough? When you're cooking flour, if you smell a nutty smell while you're cooking it, it's done. It gives off a slight nutty smell. And I'm about there on that because I can smell it. Oh, yes. While I'm cooking this, the biscuits are in the oven, and we have about 5.5 minutes left on the biscuits. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my water in there. Stir this as I go. I'm not making a lot of gravy. Piggy's one that eats most of it. And I can tell you right now, if we don't eat all this gravy this morning, we'll either save it for in the morning for Piggy, or we'll, depending on how much there is, we might feed it to the kitty cats. That is not unheard of around here.
Oh no. The scavenger tank is already down here begging.
Yeah, you might hear him here in a little bit. He's usually yelling at me.
I can hear him on that other one.
I put it this way. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, 9 times out of 10, if he's in the house, he's in here yelling at me to feed him. If I walk in here to get a glass of water, he yells at me to feed him.
Well, no, he knows there's a lot of good stuff comes out of here, so he's yelling for whatever might be coming.
Yeah. Want my share. Give me mine. Give me mine.
Won't. Give.
I'm going to dry my bowl out here for just a second. And then I'm going to put my bologna down in here. Ooh, yeah, that made it nice. Crunchy.
I was going to say, you sure you didn't make chips?
Bologna chips. Oh, yeah. And I'll stir this and keep it from sticking and burning. I want to thicken up a little bit. I think it's funny. Piggy likes gravy. He don't care if it's water gravy, milk gravy, broth gravy, whatever. He likes gravy.
I does.
My mama, she was very particular. She did not like what she called sawmill gravy. That's milk gravy, by the way. Because she liked brown gravy. She didn't like white gravy. She'd eat white gravy, but that's all that was offered. But she preferred brown gravy. Piggy don't care.
Gracie is Gracie. Piggy goes crazy for the Gracie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short fat boy thing.
You know, the thing about gravy is it can go from thin like this right here to wallpaper paste in a split second if you ain't watching it.
And I'll eat it either way.
Uh-huh.
There's sopping gravy, there's spreading gravy, and there's dipping gravy. Bless you.
Oh, man.
And yes, folks, she turns her head and covers with her elbow.
Oh, yeah. Have to.
We don't like snotters in our feet.
No. it's between sinuses and black pepper. You get them mixed together, and sometimes I just can't stop sneezing. Oh yeah, that gravy's looking good, ain't it, Piggy?
Well, yeah, it's gravy.
Yeah. You want to get me a ladle and put over here, please?
I don't know where your label's from.
In the drawer. But my ladle is up there in that.
I know where the ladles are.
Yeah.
I just didn't know where your labels were.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Y'all. That's gonna make some good gravy this morning. Thank you, Lord.
Everything. What in the world she need with a label right now? She needs a ladle, not a
Let's
label.
just set that over if you don't care.
Oh, I reckon I can do that. Do one for Mama Linda and Mama Linda.
And speaking of Mama Linda, you can make gravy gluten free, y'all. Just don't use wheat flour. You can use rice flour and any other gluten free flour. You can make gravy with it. It's just whatever you want to do. Or you can buy the gluten free gravy mix. Mix it up. It's up to you if you don't want to make homemade gravy. Alright, looks like my gravy's where I want it to be. It's thick. Put this in here. Oh, that's nice gravy right there. I'll clean out my pan here. You'll see, I try my best to get every little bit out.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Waste not, want not.
I'm going to set that on there and let Piggy.
Let me go ahead and have this. I'll wash it out.
Okay.
Turn that off.
Yeah.
Wash this out.
And y'all heard the beeping. That is my oven saying that my biscuits are done. Turn that off. Open that door through. I'm going to give Piggy a spurtle.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want y'all to see that gravy. Look at all that bologna in there. Oh man, that looks good. And we're gonna take a quick pause while Piggy finishes up there and cleans off my cooktop, and then we'll be back and we'll do the biscuits and gravy. All right, yeah, we're back. I'm getting ready to take up the biscuits and gravy. And yes, I'll break them up in pieces. I don't just spread them open.
Well, that gravy to soak in there, man.
These are nice biscuits. These are actually Pillsbury Grands, frozen. I think it's Grands. It might just be Pillsbury. I don't know. I just know they're good biscuits. And I'm going to let Piggy have that. And y'all, like I said, you'll notice that one bowl has 2 biscuits in it and one has 1. Piggy gets the 2 biscuits, I take the 1.
Kind of sad. I used to do 3 or 4.
And on occasion, if he's really hungry, he still do 3 biscuits. But usually he'll make him a biscuit and butter and jelly with 1 and do something else with the other 2.
But I usually wind up regretting it.
He does. But oh man, that bologna gravy, y'all. That's mine. Big Piggy's here. And you see, I've made pretty much almost just what I need for gravy. Yep. No gravy for the kitty cats today and no leftovers.
Well, he can lick the bowl.
He ain't getting the bologna.
I see that.
Okay. I'll let Piggy do it. Pick a store for me here in just a second, and then we will do the taste test on this bologna gravy.
Big toe. Pick a toe.
And for those of y'all that don't know what I'm saying when I say bologna, it's Bologna.
Why we say bologna instead of bologna? I guess it's a southern thing.
It's a southern thing. I've been calling it bologna since I was a kid. It's always going to be bologna. Oh, man, that looks good, smells good. I know it's going to taste good, y'all. I ain't got no doubt about that. And for those of y'all that don't understand, my mama made bologna gravy. My granny made bologna gravy. And it was, like I said, a thing to, because didn't have the money to buy a bunch of sausage and other things. Here we go. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah, comfort food at its best.
Right?
And when you don't have a whole lot of money and you can get bologna a lot cheaper, you can buy sausage or bacon or anything else. You make do with what you got.
You're still getting meat.
Still got meat. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you liked my video. And if you like bologna and you never tried bologna gravy, try it. You might like it. Bye, yeah.